Welcome back, family and friends. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm going to share with you how I've harvested herbs from my garden Green Stalk that I purchased early in the spring. There it is right there. This is my first time using one, and it is packed full of delicious herbs, and I've been picking from it all summer, using them in recipes and making pickles. I've used all the dill I had planted in there. In the very bottom, I've got 2 rows of baby carrots that aren't quite ready. But anyway, it's been a great success. I like this Green Stalk. I think I will plan to use it more in the future and maybe even order another one. But today I noticed that some of the herbs are starting to flower. So I wanted to go ahead and preserve or dry some to use this winter. So, they smell so good. I've got all different kinds. I've got thyme, oregano, lemon balm, several different kinds of mints. I had dill, I had chives, and then again the carrots, but they're not quite ready yet. So I went in and just pruned up a lot of the herbs and got a nice big bucket full to dehydrate and then put into jars and use this winter. I've also planted some herbs to use later to make tinctures and oils with, but right now I'm just mainly focusing on harvesting a lot of these beautiful herbs to dry for use later. So here's all I have. I had some parsley, like I said, some lemon balm I'm going to make for teas, peppermint and orange pineapple mints that I'm going to use for teas, then thyme, and then chives. So the first step that I did was to thoroughly wash them. Now, they weren't real dirty because they're up off the ground, but I did wash and get out all the little gnats or bugs that might be in. And I love my OBX salad spinner. I bought this about a year ago and it has been a great investment. You can get them at Amazon or Bed Bath & Beyond, but these work so good for washing any produce, and then also for spinning the water off of salads or these herbs. Just give it a few pumps. It spins around, it washes your produce, and then you can empty out the dirty water and use it to quickly drain off the water from the herbs. Now I had some thyme in here, and the thyme smells so good. I'm going to use that thyme in my chicken soup recipes later in the winter. But what a nice salad spinner the OBX brand is. So I've got my dehydrator trays all spread out, and I'm going to carefully lay on the herbs. This is the thyme again, and I just spread it out in a single layer on the trays. And then I went and took my chives and laid those on the trays, and that worked very well after washing them, to spread them out and kind of let them dry a little bit before I put them in the dehydrator. And I just take a paper towel and dab off any excess moisture. That helps reduce the time that you need to dehydrate. So get as much moisture off as you can. These trays are from my Excalibur dehydrator, which I really enjoy using pretty much all year round. But there are all the beautiful green herbs. Of course, that will change once they're dried. They don't look this pretty. But I did have some flowering going on, so I needed to go ahead and use these up. So I've packed in the dehydrator, and I've set the temp at 105 for herbs. And my dehydrating book said 10 to 12 hours, but I just did 8, and I checked it, and they were more than done after 8 hours. There is the thyme. There is the lemon balm, and you can see they're not as vibrant in color anymore, but the flavor is still there. Still very good. Good scent. So I just scrape the leaves off the stems using my hand, and it's very crumbly and crackly. They're nice and dried out. This lemon balm makes great teas, and the mints make wonderful teas. I love peppermint tea. That is my favorite tea to make. And then I just have some very clean jelly jars that I put all these herbs in, and use them all during the winter months when I can't get fresh herbs. I love to make teas and hot drinks in the winter time, so this works good. I did all this on a paper towel because you don't want to lose any of those great dried herbs, so I put it on a paper towel and then I can just drop it right into the glass. I wish you could smell it because it sure does smell good. Now on Amazon I found these little tea bags. I bought these in bulk, and they're little cloth drawstring bags that I make my own teas with. And when it gets closer to Christmas, I'll share with you a very good orange cinnamon clove tea I like to make. And you just take the little scoop that comes with the bags, and you can very easily make your own little tea. So I just carefully pour it into the tea bag and then pull the drawstring up and tie it. And I've got my own blend of tea. This is so good with the many different mint varieties. You've got peppermint and spearmint and chocolate mint. And then I just take a hot cup of water, dip the tea bag into it, and let it steep. Now my daughter-in-law for Mother's Day bought me this herb book, and that's where I saw the lemon balm tea recipe, but it's the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies, and I am so excited over this. I've been reading it, and I've got a list of new herbs that I want to plant next year to make all kinds of good herbal remedies. So I'm real excited about this book. I'm right in the process of reading it, so I'll let you know more in the future about that. But there's my little jars of all my herbs, all nice and dried. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching. I hope everyone has a blessed day. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Be a part of my family. Thank you so much.